The cringiest leak in probably all of Twitch history just happened, and it's all thanks to Atrioc. If you don't know who Atrioc is, he is probably best friends and business partners with Ludwig. And what happened was he didn't realize that when he alt-tabbed on stream, he had left open a tab that he probably shouldn't have. It was of a deepfake website of pretty much every streamer who has more than a couple thousand views in adult situation. And it gets worse than that. Not only was he looking at it, he paid $15 to access it. So when it happened, Reddit detectives went to work to try to figure out what site it was, and they ended up messaging the owner of the site, and he confirmed what page and where he was on his website. And the owner of the website confirmed that he was looking at deepfakes of Maya and Pokimane. And it makes it really awkward because Maya and QTCinderella are best friends, and that's well known. So he was looking at pictures of QTCinderella's best friend, and just like I think last month, Atrioc and QTCinderella collabed and had this exchange.
Watching a dude salivate over his friend's girlfriend because Atrioc, you have in fact been salivating over me because you are a male and I'm a female and we're streaming together.
You guys know
And
that
so
people of the opposite gender cannot stream together without it being a relationship-based thing. You guys, we do know that to be fact. So
yeah.
it is kind of weird.
And what makes it even worse is someone went through every person on that website and wrote down their names to get a list of everyone on the website, and QTCinderella was also deepfaked on that website. Now he's come out and apologized almost immediately and said that like he never looked at any of his friends, he was just looking at streamers. And here's what he had to say.
Stream to like create a pattern of behavior where I really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like we call booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made like weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on this stream. And we don't tolerate any sex behavior in the chat. We ban it on site. And like I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then at 2 a.m., you know, I've been watching so much. I've been reading so much AI stuff. I'm reading all this fucking stuff about AI and deepfake music, deepfake art, and everything. And I just feel so embarrassing to me. But I was on fucking Pornhub, dude. I was on a fucking regular ass normal fucking website, and there was an ad. There's an ad on every video for this. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every fucking video.
I really don't like critiquing other people's apology videos. Like this is 15 minutes long and this was just something I wanted to bring up because it feels like he's lying. Because it wasn't like he saw an ad for a free website and he clicked on it. He saw an ad, clicked on it, paid $15 to get access to videos that included videos of your friends and your friends' friends and like your coworkers. And it's just super awkward, especially since like he says he was on the hub. And the hub came out like 5 years ago saying that they're cracking down and banning graphic videos made with AI. And if you try to search deepfakes on the hub, like you get a big pop-up with like a couple paragraphs explaining why you won't be able to find anything and all of that. However, it is a hub site and anybody can upload anything. So you may be able to find some, but they try to like fight against it. So it's really hard to believe that there was ads for it. Now, some people in the comments are saying that they've seen those kind of ads too, but they're usually like with like A-list celebrities, not like streamer celebrities. So like I try to do my own research, and like in the non-blacked out version of the leak, it showed the name of the site. So I just try to like Google just the name of the site. And no matter how much I Googled, I went to Google, I went to Bing, I could not find this website. I had to like specifically type out the URL to go to that website. It didn't pop up on Google or Bing. So like to say that it was like advertised on like one of the most popular sites, I don't know if you can buy it. But whether or not that's true, it really doesn't matter. It's not, I guess, for us to judge. However, one of the people affected came out and said this about it.
I want to go live because this is what pain looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay? This is what it looks like. Fuck the fucking internet. Fuck the constant exploitation and objectification of women. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. fuck Atrioc for showing it to thousands of people. Fuck the people DMing me pictures of myself from that website.
So if you don't know why she's getting involved, so like not only is she like friends with Atrioc and have done collaborations before, she's spent like thousands of dollars every month to hire a company to remove exactly this type of content from the internet, because she really doesn't like when the internet sexualizes women who don't sexualize themselves. So she's like fine with like cam girls and stuff who use Twitch to promote their stuff, but she doesn't like that it spills over into like every woman on Twitch where people expect them to also do it. And if it was just like Atrioc alone streaming, like this would be bad, it would be awkward and cringy, and he would lose like a lot of like opportunities to collab in the future with women on the platform. But what makes it even worse is he is friends with Ludwig, and he just quit his high-paying job at NVIDIA to join Ludwig's new company, Offbrand. And Offbrand's goal is to collaborate with a bunch of big streamers to create events for them. And is any like female streamer going to want to work with Offbrand when they know that Atrioc is there at a high position of power when he was looking at deepfakes of them? And like, is any streamer going to want to work there? Because it's going to be now tainted with him there. So it could actually have some very serious consequence for his potential career. Like, I'm sure like his streaming career will be fine. He'll still get like thousands of viewers, but like the whole business with like Offbrand is in such hot water, especially since, if you don't know, Ludwig and Cutie are dating. So it puts like even more strain on that relationship, because the person he was caught looking at, Maya, is also Cutie's best friend. So it's just all kinds of messed up, because it's like one thing to do to people you don't know. Like, you can argue the ethics of that all day. I personally think it's kind of messed up, but like what he did was essentially he went to Facebook and relieved his stress to pictures of his friends in bikini. And since the internet is an awful place, he had a bunch of like creators come out and like react to QTCinderella's like plea or like emotional, like essentially cry for help. Knut watched it, and his chat was roasting her, saying like, oh, why don't you just like wipe your tears away with like Ludwig's money? Like, why does she care? It's not even real, blah, 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 blah. And like, to that, I'd have to say that even if you don't care, even if you wouldn't care if you got like deepfaked and people were like obviously like sending you pictures of your fake self in like compromising positions, like it must be exhausting and so upsetting to be trying to fight this for so long and spending so much money trying to fight this and to get this to stop and stop like the harassment of you, and then you find out one of your friends is doing the exact opposite and like contributing to the problem. But here's what Knut has to say about people who call them out for his insane chat.
Fails doesn't realize when they comment this, it's that my chat is just normal people that look at spoiled streamers that has their issues in life. That's how I know the feeling. You look at them, I know what you're thinking when you see this. You're thinking, what a fucking spoiled streamer. I would love to sit in my chair doing what you do.
I would generally agree with what he said if it was about like someone saying something mean about them in a comment section on Reddit or something like that. That's like, you go into streaming knowing that's going to be a thing that's going to happen and you just kind of have to live with it. This is something that's like relatively new, and like, I don't feel like anybody should be expected to just be like, oh, you're a woman on the internet, we should just be able to sexualize you and put you on like porn stars' bodies and do something that you obviously are not okay with because you're a woman on the internet. So you should just expect it. Just get over it. You're rich. You aren't allowed to be upset about this when this is something you've obviously been trying to fight against. Like, that's just kind of like a messed up reaction. And what else is messed up is Ethan Klein on his podcast sent a message on Discord to his producer to play this music during Cutie's speech.
What is going on with you?
Sorry, don't mind me.
If you are able to look at women who are not selling themselves or benefiting off of
What is
being
going on
seen
with
sexually,
You're a monster, dude.
You guys are crazy.
Why did you do that?
Zach, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that's gonna be an awkward leftovers with him and Hassan, since Hassan is like a really close friend of QTCinderella, so mocking her when she gets upset over a very upsetting situation, not a good look.